Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute since I've done one of these, but I thought it was time for a proper catch-up and a Q&A. I've been really not so active on here actually, honestly, and I didn't really have much direction for a while. Wasn't sure what I was going to share or what direction I wanted to take things in, but I feel like I've gone through a lot of growth recently and I wanted to sit down and chat with you guys and just reconnect. So let's get into it. Okay. When I started stepping away from YouTube, it wasn't a break from posting, it was a bit of a reset in every part of my life. I went through what I would describe as a bit of a character death. You know, what I built online, it took a long time to unpack everything. The expectations, the identity, the version of myself I thought I needed to be. Over time, I've been grounding myself again and becoming more authentic. Both scary and freeing. There was definitely ups and downs, moments where I doubted myself or I really felt lost, but I'm starting to feel more certain and settled in who I am. I think the biggest growth for me has been learning to feel comfortable in my own skin and becoming one whole person instead of spreading like myself and separating who I am online versus who I am. I used to float around just doing things that were fun and spontaneous, which is still part of my personality, but now I feel like I do things more intentionally. I hope so. New habits that I'm going into. A big part of this new chapter for me has been slowing down and being more mindful. I've been doing a lot of meditation. I've been sitting with myself and really understanding why I feel certain things instead of distracting myself from them. I've also learned how important boundaries are. I've never had a healthy work-life balance before. Probably looked like I was constantly traveling, you know, living a great life, a dream life, but in reality I was always working. My nervous system was running on empty and I didn't even realize it at the time. Now I'm trying to take care of my mind and my body in a deeper way. I've been doing a lot of Pilates, bar and reformer, and honestly it's changed so much for me. It's helped me tone my body, but more than that, it's helped me connect to my breathing and calm my mind. I didn't even realize how often I would hold my breath throughout the day until I started Pilates. It taught me not just to breathe, but to breathe through life. I know that sounds a bit strange, right? Battery died. Not a pro like I used to be, guys. Let's figure this light out as well. Okay. My content has definitely evolved too. I feel like I'm showing more of my real interests and my personal style now. Things like fashion, creativity, and what inspires me instead of just posting photos in like a bikini or things that I thought would perform well. That phase helped me grow my platform, but I think I lost touch with my creativity for a while, which is ironic because being creative was always the reason why I started doing this in the first place. I've always loved photography, locations, styling, and the visual storytelling side of it. I still keep my old videos up here because they're part of my journey, but when I watch them back, I just don't really feel like that person anymore. It's hard because you don't want to erase what you built, but at the same time, you have to make space for who you're becoming. That cringes me a little bit, and yeah, that's like, I had to lose engagement and some followers, but I've made peace with it. I know this is the new direction and it's right for me, and it feels good to grow in a way that I feel is real. Okay, now the catch up is out the way a tiny bit. These are my current obsessions. I don't know what I'm into right now. I've been loving the song by Frank Ocean, the one that goes I thought that I was dreaming when you said you loved me. I'm not gonna sing it, I'm embarrassed now. It just makes me feel like I'm flying. I really like that song. I don't really watch a lot of Netflix unless I'm with friends, but I did start a show called Monster, and I love how they intertwine it like a series and a movie. If you've watched it, you'll know. It's so clever. I actually studied media in school, so I really get into how things are shot, the direction, the angles, symbolism, all of those little details that make you feel something without even realizing it and why. Currently, my days are different since I am self-employed. Some days I'm creating and shooting content. Other days I'm more doing admin heavy, planning focused. I've been using a planner my friend Stacey recommended. It's helped me so much to stay on track and time box for my week. I usually dedicate like 1 week to shooting, another week to planning, and then fit the rest in, like my workouts, house stuff, downtime in between that. My go-to comfort meal at the moment, if you follow me on Snapchat, you already know this. It's 3 eggs mixed with cottage cheese and feta, plus half an avocado on the side and tomatoes. It's random combo, well, it's like breakfast, but it's the perfect balance of protein, healthy fats, and I literally crave it every morning. Fashion-wise, I've been drawn to black, maybe because we're going into winter, but I want to start adding in deeper red tones soon. I went through a big brown phase and now I'm really into London city aesthetic with a hint of countryside vibes. I've really been trying to add more activities into my weeks too, like recently I went to rifle shooting with some friends, which was so fun, such a different experience. No big travel plans yet, but I'd love to go to Brazil or Peru one day, and maybe Bali, Australia, go back there. And then something that's on my bucket list right now is to completely go off grid for a month, like in the mountains, surrounded by nature, no phone, no internet. I think a lot of us romanticize things like that, but I generally crave that kind of reset. So these are my reflections and future plans. The thing I'm most proud of right now is how I've learned to back myself, to trust the process. Even when it's uncomfortable, I know now that it's possible to literally rewire your neural pathways, to change how you think and respond and create a new reality for yourself. As for the future of this channel, I'm still figuring it out. I don't have a rigid plan yet, but I'd love to start sharing more about mindset, mental health, and manifestation again. I used to post a few things like that on my Instagram. I know some of your OGs would remember when I would talk about positivity years ago. I just feel like a pull back towards something like that in a more balanced way. I don't want my content to be too serious, but I do think it's important to have some of those check-ins, both with ourselves and with each other. Maybe I'll even start a second channel where I can dive deeper into those topics, like a fresh space for all of that kind of energy. Honestly, it's crazy to look back and see how far I've come, but it also feels like this is just the beginning again. I'm really grateful to still have this community, even after all my time away, and it means so much to me that you guys are still here and we can progress. Thank you for sticking around and potentially growing with me. I'm excited to keep creating, keep evolving, and keep sharing more real parts of my life with you. Yeah, so if you like this video, you want more updates, just let me know, and maybe I'll do another questions thing on Instagram and then see what questions you would like answered a bit more in detail and depth. This was just a catch up, me coming back and saying hello. Okay.